Imagine standing at the edge of an immense canyon, holding a coin. You flick it into the air, and it lands, perfectly balanced on its edge. Not heads. Not tails. But standing upright, against all odds. Now imagine that, instead of a coin, it's the entire universe balanced on that razor-thin edge, where even the slightest deviation in physical laws would render existence impossible. This is the fine-tuning problem, the observation that the fundamental forces and constants of nature are precisely calibrated for life to exist. If any of these values were slightly different, the universe as we know it would not exist, no stars, no planets, no life. But does this mean the universe was designed? Or is fine-tuning simply an illusion, an outcome of random cosmic processes? This chapter will explore what fine-tuning is and why it matters. Key scientific evidence for fine-tuning. The argument for an intelligent designer. Alternative explanations, including the multiverse hypothesis. Why fine-tuning remains one of the deepest mysteries in science. By the end of this chapter, we will see that while science provides compelling data, the interpretation of that data remains open to debate, perhaps pointing to a grand design, or simply to extraordinary coincidence. What is fine-tuning? A universe of precision. If you were handed a safe with 100 dials, each needing to be set to a precise number for it to open, and you got the code right on the first try, would you assume it was luck? The universe operates under a similar principle. There are numerous physical constants, unchanging values that define the laws of physics. If any of these values were even slightly different, the cosmos could not sustain life. The constants that make existence possible. Physicists have identified several key constants that seem finely balanced. The strength of gravity, g. If gravity were slightly stronger, stars would burn out too quickly. If weaker, galaxies and planets would never form. The cosmological constant, lambda, governing the universe's expansion, it is fine-tuned to 1 part in 10-superscript 1 squared 0. If altered, the universe would either collapse or expand too rapidly for stars to form. The proton-to-electron mass ratio, if this were different, atoms would not be stable. No chemistry. No life. These values are not random, they must fall within extraordinarily narrow ranges for stars, planets, and life to exist. But does fine-tuning require an explanation? And if so, is design the best explanation? The case for design, is the universe engineered? Imagine you wake up in a hotel room where everything, the temperature, the lighting, the music, even the scent in the air, is perfectly suited to your preferences. Would you assume it was a coincidence, or that someone prepared it for you? This is the essence of the argument for an intelligent designer. The universe is precisely set up for life. The probability of this happening by chance is astronomically low. Therefore, an intelligent cause may have fine-tuned the universe. This leads to one of the oldest philosophical arguments for God, the teleological argument, which suggests that complex order implies an intelligent designer. However, critics argue that assuming design simply because something appears designed isn't necessarily scientific. So if design isn't the answer, what is? Alternative explanations, chance, necessity, or a multiverse? The lucky universe hypothesis. One counterargument is that we simply got lucky that one universe had to exist, and we happen to live in the one where conditions are right. But the odds are so extreme that many scientists find this unsatisfying. The multiverse theory, infinite universes, infinite possibilities. If there were billions of universes, each with different laws, then it is statistically inevitable that at least one would be life-permitting. This removes the need for design, because given enough tries, a fine-tuned universe must emerge. However, there is no direct evidence for a multiverse, only theoretical models. The anthropic principle, we observe a fine-tuned universe because we exist. Some argue that fine-tuning is self-explanatory. If the universe weren't fine-tuned, we wouldn't be here to observe it. Therefore, we shouldn't be surprised that the universe appears fine-tuned. But does this really answer the deeper question of why the universe is fine-tuned in the first place? Conclusion: a mystery that remains unsolved. We have explored the scientific evidence for fine-tuning and the philosophical debates that surround it. So where does this leave us? The fundamental constants of nature appear incredibly precise. There is no definitive natural explanation for why they are what they are. Fine-tuning suggests intentional calibration, but alternative explanations exist. Does this mean we must accept design? Not necessarily, but it does mean that fine-tuning is one of the greatest scientific mysteries of time, one that continues to fuel debate between scientists, philosophers, and theologians alike. Ultimately, whether one sees fine-tuning as evidence of a creator, or as a puzzle for physics to solve, is a matter of perspective. Like, comment, and subscribe for more.